Warning, 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 warning.
This is a Emergency Broadcast. Code Red, hold on, Code Red, here we are. Pick up your iPads, your cell phones, and have me and listen to Uncle the Podcast. Watch out. If you're sitting down for this, or if you're standing up, you better get ready for this, because it's gonna hit the eardrums. Uncle the Broadcast.
You are listening to Uncle the Broadcast. My name is Aaron. I'm the nephew-in-law. Here with me is the star of the show, Uncle.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We're back on here, and it's a Friday night. We have 142 episode is starting lineup.
That's what we're at.
We're at right now. All right there, phone man. Let's get them car phones ringing. Let's get them going.
As always, we're live.
Live and all ready to go.
We're live, Ochelli.com.
Ochelli.com.
11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Friday nights, the show. And you can call in any Friday.
Call in. The phones are open.
The phones are open. Call in to 319-527-5016. Virgil, are you out there?
Virgil out there, Zeb out there. Let's get
Seth,
moving.
yeah.
I got to talk to old Zeb about something.
Seth
if he gets around.
He will surely be calling back in at some point. Yeah, he's been very...
I talk to him.
Yeah. And Virgil has promised to call, so hopefully that'll be a treat when he ends up calling in. I'm hoping he hasn't forgotten. Virgil, we need you. So
Daytime talk show. All right, now, who's on first on this line?
Again, I'll give out the number again. If anybody wants to call in, anybody's welcome here, as you know. So the number is 319-527-5016. Uncle, in the previous hour, I got callers. It was two folks who were located in Santa Ana.
That's nearby us here.
Yeah, that's
not that close from here. It
borders our old town of the city of Orange.
It's on the borderline?
Yeah, it's just south of Orange. If you go to downtown Orange, especially, if you go down...
I'm not really watching the maps much to understand what's closer to us at this moment. But
you take Gliselle down south, and you're in Orange one moment, and then you pass under the freeway, and then you're in Santa Ana. So they're nearby. So that was cool to get local, so to speak.
So you got local people on your show.
Yeah.
That's not bad. You're working on it.
We're getting there.
Yeah. We got, how about those people in other countries? How are we doing there? We got boys talking tonight?
We've
and the chat room. How you doing there, chat room boys?
Chat room.
I haven't heard a noise from them guys yet.
I'm going to take a look at the chat room.
Let's see what they're doing.
You know what? I've shifted over from the chat room. Last hour I was there at Ochelli.com in the chat room. Now I've kind of moved from it. I'm going to see what action we got going on there. So
should be moves coming my hour.
Oh yeah, we got
boom,
people
boom,
in
boom,
here.
boom. I'm hearing noises when I hear that.
We've got Robin saying hello to you in the chat room.
Hello, Adam.
We got Creative Accidents saying hello.
Hello.
So yeah, we've got.
I got a few people already on the chat. See that? We're working on me already.
We've got a lot of action there, and we got a question asking how hot it is here, Uncle. How hot is it? How hot has it been?
In the 90s. It hit the 80s, but then it gone little touch of 90s. Not quite 200 yet.
Just about
there soon, but not there yet.
Yeah, it's hot.
It's hot enough to be jumping in the swimming pool.
It sure is.
So we've been bouncing back and forth in the pool, and
I was telling people in the previous hour I was in the desert this morning, and it was hot there. You better believe.
What was your temperature there?
Mid 90s, I think. It said in the car thermometer 104 at one point, but I think that might have just been something because the car is sitting there and the car itself had heated up. So
of course it wasn't the van. It was that white car.
Luckily
you didn't get no tire or a low tire down like you did the last one.
The engine itself could be adding to the heat there, right? Just so you know, Uncle, we're a little light on the stream tonight, looks like to me. But we do have.
Oh, they'll pick up there, Chuck.
Oh, I'm sure they will. But we got Canada listening to us for sure. We got
hey, my calendar boys. I told you my boys are gonna call. What are you laughing at, sidekick?
The idea of a calendar boy. That's that's an interesting idea.
We got listeners. It's probably about 4 or 5 in the morning in the UK at this point, and they're listening in the UK. A couple people. We got. Let's see. Whoops. We got Michigan, Houston, General United States tags. Couple others. But those are all the countries that we got. Not as many countries tonight so far. Just UK and Canada, pretty much in the U.S.
Us, later for them, but you never know.
Well, very early in Europe. Very, very early in the morning in Europe.
Well, one of the things that happened here, Uncle, was that Chuck wasn't able to do his show, which runs before my show, which brings people into the network, obviously. And they usually, a lot of people will stick around for my show, and then they'll stick around for your show. So the crowd isn't as thick because Chuck isn't doing his thing tonight, or he wasn't able to.
What was your problem on your end?
Oh, it was just, a lot of thunderstorms interrupting everything, and
you can do a show.
Yeah, I did. So I did not do it exactly.
Oh, I see.
That's definitely slowing things down.
That's what happens when you have a rainstorm. Mm-hmm. I don't think you can perform a one because, like you said, even if you're in your house, we can electrocute your ears. From the rain. From the rain and the thunderstorm.
Oh, with the lightning can electrocute.
Lightning connected right through your ears. That can happen. Especially if you have your foot on.
You know what it was? Is in my head, I figured, look, I didn't have a guest scheduled, so it wasn't like we were going to lose out on an interview or something, and I felt like maybe the show might get interrupted or this and that, and there was a lot of booming going on here with lightning and thunder and all that, and it was just very, very loud and very disruptive, and sometimes power goes out,
that too.
Yeah, so I have a backup power source to keep the broadcast going, but my microphone is plugged into the wall. I don't have a backup for the power that goes to that, so I could keep you guys going. But if you're doing my show, it might get interrupted. So I figured, what, I'm tired anyway, and I just didn't really have a great plan for tonight. And sometimes those are great shows, take calls, whatever. But I figured, I'll just take the break and get myself ready for you two. So that's what I wanted to do tonight.
Wow,
actually, it gives you a little rest because you don't have on your show, and then you come to us, it gives you a little rest.
Yes.
In a way, you just got two. That's it. I mean, because you want sort of rested for yourself.
Rest is valuable
for him.
Where you can take it.
Yeah, take it if you have.
Take it if you can get it.
Yeah, exactly.
And between that and the fact that Georgia's one of those states where you can get fireworks legally. You can imagine that between that and guns being fired off and everything the day after the 4th of July, a lot of booming noise, even when it's not thunder outside. So,
this is the day after 4th of July. I'm surprised people ain't calling for that. For how was everybody's 4th?
Yeah.
That surprised me.
It's an interesting holiday.
I mean, for an interesting holiday, for somebody to have some kind of talk too, that surprised me.
Uncle, you missed the fireworks last night.
No, I did them last year. I know where it was.
That's true.
That was up on the top. We went on the big hill.
We live on a hill, so there's this area we can walk to near our home where you walk up to the top of some hills and you can see for a long distance, and you see the fireworks displays in many across counties, even across 2 counties, and the fireworks displays of different cities you can see going off at the same time. It's really cool.
Talking about that for a minute, where you probably were, what your son explained it to me, was not the big hill you went on.
Yes, correct.
You were back down a next hill down from it.
We were over the ridge line, up and over and yonder a bit down.
But I was worrying about you taking the van or whatever.
Into the dirt?
No, not there. Yeah. I mean to get to there. because with all those houses being built.
We just drive down the neighborhood a little bit. That's all you got to do.
I know, but was it a way to get through it?
Yeah, we just parked at the end of a cul-de-sac, and then at the end of that cul-de-sac is the gate into the wilderness, so to speak, and then you walk down the trail and over to the ridge, and then you're getting a beautiful vista.
Because I was wondering, because there was a lot of, there's a lot of houses going up over that way.
There's a lot of houses, a lot of development.
I mean, it's houses not from it was from the first year we were here. First year, we just flew there, got up there, took the phone and went up. But there was no houses. But this year, there was more houses, is what I'm trying to say.
Those houses didn't slow me down.
Well, no, I know, but it's the building people building their houses up and trying to get to see a 4th of July firework show. You had to get up somewhere.
Well, we're lucky that they haven't developed the ridge or the hilltop area you're talking about yet. So those are still like open areas. So we're good to go. As long as those are open, we just walk over there. And
that's where I used to be with Henry. Walk Henry.
Yeah, the dog
walk Henry up there maybe tonight. If
nice
you
spot.
guys going to do tonight. Well,
no, we got it. So we're walking.
I know you're working tonight.
No, nothing to worry about there.
Hey, and quick reminder to anybody listening, if you want to call in and tell Uncle how your 4th of July was, I'm sure he'd be glad to hear from you. 319-527-5016. That's 319-527-5016. And, Uncle's always happy to hear from you. And like he said, he'd love to know how the 4th of July went for you. So there you go.
How my new sewer people doing?
Yes.
I want to hear to my sewer people. I want to know what's the contact us getting a new show there.
Let's
get on them. Let's kick them around. Let's just go what's going on with those people.
Because we updated people last week and how we went in there, and then we talked to the assistant manager, and everything seemed to go well.
Yeah.
We gave him the card, and
I'll tell you later.
Well, that's okay. We follow them, and in turn they follow us on both Instagram and Twitter. Pure Blades. So they have accounts on both those platforms. We follow them, they follow us. So
I'm just giving them out, shouting them out, just for this one for those guys, because I know we talked about those people last week, and that was on my 141 episode.
Yeah,
but I had to back with them because I'm still interested in that blade.
We're gonna keep going back.
Oh, yeah, I want to try to get.
You want the actual iridescent
blade? That is a nice blade. Yeah,
I don't know what color to call it because it's every color.
It was all colors.
It's every color.
I liked it. I mean, I talked to the substitute guy that was in there, not the manager, the other guy. And I'd show him when I was looking.
Do you like when a car spills oil onto a parking lot? Then you'll love this blade.
This is what I mean.
Because it looks just like that.
That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to explain.
I love a good oil spill.
An oil spill on something, if you got an oil spill and a spill, that color that you see on the blade is that color. And it is... I never seen something like that before.
Whoa, Uncle, there is an earthquake happening right now.
I feel a shake.
There is an earthquake
happening. I feel
a
shake.
As we record this, we're in an earthquake.
I feel the shake. This is the second shake I heard.
This is a pretty large earthquake, Uncle.
Yes, I feel a shake. Now, this is what I have to hear. I feel a shake.
Any second now, my wife may come in here screaming.
Yeah. Take the things off the wall. Rip them down.
Wow. It has not stopped since we first mentioned it. It is still going.
It is going. It's like a rocking chair. We're going in a rocking chair.
This is pretty wild.
Whoa, this is action. Oh, we got action going out here now.
Uncle, have you
First broadcast, we're going for a earthquake. This is our first talk off about an earthquake, ladies and gentlemen.
This is historic.
This is amazing. Not hysteric. Amazing.
Okay, I think it just ended.
Oh, that isn't. That was just a sling flop.
That lasted a really long time.
That did. That I felt it. I felt that one.
Yeah.
That is what I feel.
There's no missing that.
No missing that one.
You guys okay? Does somebody need to check on the house? You sure?
I don't know.
Everything's fine here.
It was just a little shaking. It's like a shake a bank.
I don't know where the episode. Let's see if we can do an internet search. Maybe I'll go to U.S. Geological Survey here and see if we can find out where that hit.
Where did that hit?
I think it's USGS.com.
It had to be close.
Or
you think?
.gov would it be?
You think it was close?
Well, I'm going to look that up now. Anybody with information on this, feel free to call in and let us know. Let's see here.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm on USGS. Let me see if I can find out.
Here she comes. Here she comes.
Yeah, here we go.
Not the message. We felt
what?
Where
was that at?
Where was that at?
That was huge.
Where was that at? We felt that. I felt
real-time data. Here's a link to real-time earthquakes. Everybody's going to be on this website right now.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do what I can. I'm on USGS.gov trying to figure out what happened.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's going to be kind of inundated the site.
That I felt. That I felt. We were sitting here and the thing was going back and forth. The table was moving.
Uncle,
how many? You remember that World Series where there was an earthquake?
Yeah, that was San Francisco.
Yeah,
I remembered it.
It was San Francisco and Oakland, right? Playing in the series.
Yeah. What are we saying?
I was just going to ask you, since you moved out here to California, how many quakes have you felt? Just 2?
This is the only second one.
When was the other one? What was
when
that?
I was in the bed.
How long did that last for?
A few hours, I'd say.
Well, it probably lasted a couple seconds.
A couple seconds, I mean, yeah. But only 2.
What was it like compared to the one we just felt? They felt it in L.A., we're being told. Some friends felt. I want to know where it was centered at.
Where was it centered at?
Because there was one that happened. When was that? That last one that happened a day or 2 ago was up by Lake Tahoe, wasn't it? There was one, I think there's one in...
Well, there was a 6.5 in Southern California a few days ago.
Okay.
Beach.
I wonder if you guys are just getting like an aftershock from that still.
I don't know, but this was a pretty substantial. It could. I don't know if this would be considered an aftershock of that, or usually these things happen in groups like this.
What is it? 6.5?
Yeah, 6.4 actually, according to what I got in front of me. 11 miles from Ridgecrest, California.
So
on
that had to
July
be a little
4.
Longer. That had to be a little
July 4th.
Stronger.
Yeah, that's right. It was on the 4th.
It was on.
So that's yesterday.
I would say that was yesterday. Yeah. This is only the second one.
It was 2 days ago.
2 days ago. Actually, the first day ago. Yesterday.
Yeah, that was yesterday. Yeah, because that happened, and I didn't feel that. People said they felt it, but I was probably running around like a maniac, as I tend to do during the day.
I didn't feel that.
I probably didn't feel.
I didn't feel that one.
We're getting we're getting images from a friend who lives in downtown LA. His pendant lighting is swinging around like a pendulum. Very exciting. And then we got some water ripples in the water. That was it does seem bigger than the last one was. It did
because it shook. This one shook. The last one to me did not shake. This one that we just felt shook.
Yeah, that shook.
So it had to be bigger. I'd had to think it would be bigger.
And again, we don't know where it was. Wherever it's centered, that's where you feel it the most.
Right.
And people are feeling it as we were from Los Angeles to here. At least we know that much.
Yeah. So, sitting here in the earthquake going on, having a chat with somebody here, and we have an earthquake going on.
All right, folks. You know what we got here is apparently this is a magnitude 7.1 affected counties in the United States and Mexico. 11 miles from Ridgecrest, California. Again, at 11:19 p.m. my time. So that is only 6-7 minutes ago.
Yeah.
So that was his
Ridgecrest.
Ooh, man.
Ridgecrest. I don't even know where that is.
That's a strange name. I've heard that name.
It looks like it's in the desert from the image I'm looking at right now.
It's in the desert where you were?
Ridgecrest, California.
It's
up in Kern County. Yeah, that is up north. That is by Lake Tahoe. Okay, that's up north of here.
That's an increase on the scale, though, guys. From yesterday to today.
Up. Yeah. Definitely not an aftershock. This is just a bigger quake.
That was a bigger quake. It was a bigger quake.
Yeah, we're just on Ridgecrest. That happens in the same spot like that? It doesn't happen where there's one big one and then a bigger one in the same place. That's unprecedented.
Right.
My wife is telling me right now. Telling us.
Yeah.
Okay.
We
Wow.
are sitting in a podcast room and we're having this. This is crazy.
Ridgecrest is surrounded by four. This is from Wikipedia.
Boy.
Ridgecrest is surrounded by
Happening
four.
here.
Yeah, what is happening? Uncle?
This is crazy. It's crazy. We had 2 earthquakes in 2 days. That's
in the
telling,
same spot.
in the same spots. That's telling you something. And these other people on the crazy newscast that don't know half anything what they're talking about. Yeah. Now what are they going to talk about? This
will be national.
I mean, this would be the next project they talk about.
Big story
about it. We were big news the last one.
Lester Holt will be here.
Lester Holt. Oh yeah.
He'll be here.
He'll be on it. You're talking about it.
Wow, I can't even think of another anchor. I don't want to think of one, but they'll all be here.
Jim
Bill
something
from MSNBC.
Yeah, Jim Bill on. Yeah,
he'll be here.
He'll be there.
Tucker Carlson. He might say something about it.
The Situation Room with Wolf Blitzer.
Oh yeah, Wolf Blitzer will definitely hear about it.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, he'll go nuts.
He'll have a lot to say.
He got a lot to say right there.
Oh, yes.
Here we were just talking about these things
so much
long
to say.
ago.
Anytime I shave, my beard screams.
He is quite the persona, Wolf Blitzer. He's quite the.
All right, callers, where you at? We're waiting.
Yeah. We want to hear if you're in California. Did you feel it?
Did you guys feel this?
Tell us.
It just happened.
319-527-5016. Let us know.
Isn't Robin in BC?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, according to stuff that I'm collecting right now, they felt it in BC all the way up to there.
Wow.
On the on the East Coast?
That's up north in Canada,
no,
along the
BC.
West Coast here.
Yeah.
But it's many hundreds of miles up north of here.
Oh, up here.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty crazy. But
offshore measurement shows it 142 miles from British Columbia at 5.6 again. But the initial magnitude assessment at that spot in between Bakersfield and Las Vegas on a latitudinal kind of plot would be 7.1 on the Richter scale. But
that was a large one.
Yeah.
7.1 because the one earlier wasn't even at 7.
Well,
that's definitely.
Yeah, these are the initial reports. What'll happen is they'll come up with a consensus as to what the actual reading should be. But this is the initial alarm. Sometimes it's a little off. It's a little higher, lower. You know how they start out and they go, well, we thought it was a 4.5, but we found out today it was a 6, because they collected more data. There's a lot of different centers to do so, and especially in an area like, all across California, there are plenty of places that are very interested in exactly how strong the earthquakes are and how it goes. Matter of fact, that one on the 4th of July is said to have been quite noticeable all the way down into Mexico, deep into Mexico yesterday. So, and there's lots of footage all over the internet of stuff falling off of store shelves and things like that too. So, there you go. You got a live earthquake on Uncle the Broadcast, and
that's one decent one.
A little bit of follow-up.
Thought that would come up.
Yeah,
that's the last thing I was going to show up. Is an earthquake.
And you just scooped Lester Holt, I promise you.
Action.
You scooped Lester Holt, Uncle. You know that? You beat him to it. I guarantee you he was not on air at that very moment telling people exactly what was going on, and you were. There you go.
Not in California, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah. That's true.
Uncle, we're really...
I'm moving along here. We get more business going.
It's called Uncle Johnny on the Spot is what this is.
I'm right there when I hear something going, and I felt it. See, the thing is, I have to feel it. And this one I felt. Yeah. You said, you feel that earthquake? Sidekick. You saying, see that earthquake? I'm sitting there. Ooh, it looked like we could have a drink or two.
There's no missing
and that one I did not miss. That was shake.
Yeah. That lasted
and shake.
a long time. They don't last that long. That hardly ever happens. If it lasts that long.
How long does a real long one would last? Would you think?
Well,
Sidekick?
that one that happened in Fukushima lasted a really long time, and that was high on the scale too. That was big, and it lasted a long time. I don't remember how long, but it was crazy.
Earthquakes are just when they come, they come.
Yeah,
but the light ones, take a leave. But the heavy ones like that, it's getting a little heavier here now. We better watch out for the walls. Tear the things off the walls.
Yeah.
We got to be repaired here. Take things off the wall. No one's a coming. You're going to have
no art on the
coming
walls. Nothing on a hanger whatsoever.
Wait.
Oh, well, we got some work to do around here.
By the way, talking about the hanger, where is my backdrop?
We
I was still talking about that. Since we got nobody on the line at this moment.
I know we should get back to doing the live YouTube live stream with the backdrop. Of course, if we do the YouTube live stream, you better believe the backdrop is coming out.
Backdrop.
So that's something we need to start doing probably more.
Yeah.
We haven't. So
New Year's Revolution, I'm going to have it out.
You have
yeah. We'll do it for that for sure. Absolutely.
You have a 250 caller on the line.
All right, here we go. All right, who is it and what's your name and where you from? Let's hit the board.
Greeting, Uncle. Greetings all else.
All right.
This is Robin from Victoria.
Robin.
The first caller gets...
This. Oh, go ahead, Uncle. Sorry.
Oh, did you felt that earthquake?
No, I wrote in the chat. I did not feel any earthquake. I'm in a four-story apartment. I don't know. That would have some effect on my feeling of something like that.
I'm surprised you didn't even.
But where? So how far was it? It was north of you, but not like how far from the northern border of California per se.
Yeah.
Would you say?
How north of it? Okay, so it was up in Ridgecrest, California, which is in Kern County, California. We live in Riverside County. I'm looking at the map here. I'm trying to determine which county is which. It looks okay. That is Orange County. That is Riverside County. No. I'm actually having trouble determining which county is which on the map, but it's north of us.
Find Bakersfield and then go east from Bakersfield a little bit.
Correct. Yeah. Because I see the Channel Islands here, and then this small county has got to be Orange, and then we're Riverside, and then I get it. So there's the small Orange County, then to the east is Riverside, then to the north of us is a huge county, San Bernardino, giant, and then it borders the northwest portion of San Bernardino County. So it's up. I'll
be talking about earthquakes
to the northwest of us a bit.
Yeah,
it's up there.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've lived on the coast for a large portion of my life. Like I lived in Victoria for 10 years, and then when I was growing up, I lived a little bit in Vancouver. I guess like 6 years off and on, and I never actually felt any earthquakes while living on the coast. I know there's been quite a few nearby and whatnot, but I just never. I think I was woken up by one a few years ago. It was just like it was just rattling the walls.
Yeah.
And but other than that, knock on wood, there's been nothing too wild around here. I know we are on the ring of fire, as they say. Just as you are.
I would be surprised if you felt it up there, because although it is north of us by like certainly over 100 miles, between 100 and 200 miles from us, it's still pretty far south when it comes to California. It's getting up toward the middle of the state, but still southern, and that's still a long ways off from Canada. It's a long drive up through California.
You didn't grow up in California, correct?
No, neither of us.
No, man.
Right.
New York.
Because I remember when I was younger. Sorry, Chuck. I remember when I was younger in Vancouver, they taught us all the different methods of earthquake safety, like you go under your desk or under a door jamb or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
but I guess you didn't really have to do that back in your home state.
No.
We had that experience on a practice run. Remember before I was trying to find a job.
At your orientation at work or training at work.
Training station in a building.
Okay.
They had us underneath the table. We did that.
Right.
I remember that. We've done that for a while.
So Uncle, where are you? Did you grow up in California, or where did you grow up, Uncle?
New York, Flushing Meadows.
Yeah, started in. And you're actually in Puerto Rico for a number of your
5
young
years,
right?
Yeah.
How old were you when that was? 5. How old are you? 5 years old?
Yeah, I think 5.
You're 5 years old when you moved to Puerto Rico?
I think so.
Yeah, you lived there for a while, right?
Yeah, 5 years.
Yeah, your father.
Well, my father moved us again because his work. And he works another place, kept us work. As he was working, we kept moving.
Out
to move.
Started in New York City, Queens.
New York, Queens.
Then went to Puerto Rico from there, correct?
Yeah.
And then what was after Puerto Rico?
Up in the mountains.
What state? I'm trying to remember. I can't remember what state you went to after that. We need your sister here.
Yeah, my sister knows.
I can't remember.
You've got a big taste of everything there, it sounds like.
Yeah. It was up there, then Puerto Rico, then...
I can't remember, honestly. We need Nana here. But yeah, I'm just from Amish country, Pennsylvania.
He's an Amish boy over here, sidekick is.
Then after that, I lived a decade in Ohio.
Ohio.
They might be having earthquakes up that way now with all the fracking going on all over the place.
Yep. Your place?
I was kind of wondering if that might be what had some effect on this one that just happened in this historic podcast moment right now.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's fracking related at all.
I never had one on a broadcast on an earthquake. No. This has been my first time ever been on a broadcast on my own of anything to have a broadcast, and then boom, I feel something.
First time on the podcast, and only second time you felt an earthquake.
Yeah,
definitely the biggest one you felt.
Yeah, that was it. One was.
That was a real one.
Aaron,
well,
just
I'm going to get off the line. I'd give you a shout out from the Canada boys here.
Excellent.
All right.
And,
thanks, Robin.
Shut up, boys.
I'd throw my 2 cents in on the earthquake discussion.
Yes, we're glad to hear you're all right. We're also glad that you didn't feel it.
Yeah, no, good. It's just
one final question.
Quick note there was that BC, they had stated online that BC had felt it. That was all they said. Right. They didn't say, that you guys got shook up there. It was just a matter of...
The sensors detected it to some degree, I guess. Yeah, they
so
have quite a few sensors through the local university here and all that jazz. So.
Right, so it makes sense.
One more question I have for you guys. Do any of you have your earthquake preparedness kit?
We should be better in that department. We're okay in just preparedness generally, but we should be better.
We're not prepared, not taking this stuff down off the walls. Because if one shows up real quick like that,
you maybe need
come off the wall.
Super glue.
Where's that gorilla? Super glue something.
I have minimal preparedness. I've got a big 4-gallon thing of water, and then I have a whole flat of canned tuna.
Got a size. We got a whole size thing of swimming pool.
My freezer. Oh, there you go. You can drink that pool water. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, that's if we need to.
Maybe if we run it,
if we run low.
Yeah. The pool might crack and it will leak into the earth.
Oh, there you go.
That's true. I didn't think of that.
We've got some. We need Ted Anderson on the line. He's got something for us.
Ted Anderson, are you on the line?
Hi, I'm Ted Anderson.
You stopped on his sidekick.
All the barrels of stuff.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Ted Anderson of the Genesis Communications Network. I'm here to sell you gold and preparedness kits.
You don't sound like that, him and sidekick.
That sounds like him. Ted Anderson. Well, we need him. We need him. Okay, we need
somebody you talk on.
That guy. Well, I'm going to duck out now. Thanks for chatting, guys. Have a good night.
Thanks, Robin. All right, Uncle.
All right, we got one man on the line.
Absolutely.
So thank goodness they're all right up there.
Yeah, they're okay up there. I'm concerned with those people out of the country.
The Canadians.
Canadians.
We know
they are my closest people for my broadcasting. They are my closest people. Not even though None of them much talk. Others talk, but they will come call down to me.
Got some good Canadian interaction.
People
from
talking to me.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that
Yeah.
for them.
From the low-hanging fruit department, though, I have a question, Aaron. You said you lived in Amish country in Pennsylvania. Does that mean you live near Intercourse, Pennsylvania?
Yeah.
Intercourse. Where'd that come from?
There's the name of a town in Pennsylvania in Amish country, Uncle, is literally Intercourse.
I never heard of it.
I'm not kidding. You Google it if you want.
Tell me about it, sidekick.
It's in Lancaster County, Uncle.
It sure is.
Never heard of it. I never heard
It's
of it.
in Amish country proper. Uncle, I just
What
went back.
other stuff you got at your own home
Now, Uncle,
that I don't know about?
listen here. I just went back to Pennsylvania.
I
Took
know
the
you
kids
did.
to see the
I
grandparents.
know you did.
And what did I bring back when I came back? What did I bring? I brought you a little gift. What was it?
Oh yeah.
What was that thing?
Oh, a drop glass.
What was the design on that shot glass?
It was the people doing the horses.
It was a horse and buggy.
A horse and buggy on a
And there's also typography that what's the type say on it? Do you know?
I didn't.
It says "I love intercourse."
It did.
Yeah, so it's a shot glass that
I
says
didn't read that.
it says "I love intercourse" and it has a little silhouette of an Amish buggy on there.
I didn't read that. I did
That's
not
what-
read the little prints.
Yeah.
I didn't.
I bought that at the Harrisburg International Airport.
That thing. You had to go into the airport to buy something.
Yeah,
it's not at the original place where we got the scooters.
I didn't buy it from the Amish grocery store. I'm sorry.
I would have liked to send somewhere from them.
That would have
I'd
been better.
scoobed from
That would have been
them.
better. Yes.
They make a lot of money selling items that just simply say Intercourse, Pennsylvania on them. T-shirts and hats and you name it, just because of the name of the town. There's one other name of a town out there. I can't remember it. And I think it's also in Lancaster, in that general area where, like you said, that is Amish country. That is also kind of odd, and I can't remember what it is.
I'm trying to think. I can't think of what it might be at the moment.
I might have to do a little search on the internet and see if I can find it. But I just know from having visited out there that I found that hilarious. That because it was just everywhere you went, it was just T-shirts and whatever, just all kinds of stuff, and a lot of those pictures of the horse and buggy too. So it's just it's.
I got myself a T-shirt at the airport as well, a 3 Mile Island T-shirt that has a glowing screen print graphic on it. It says 3 Mile Island. It's got a picture of the cooling towers and it glows in the dark.
Oh yeah, you got a shirt.
Yeah, I got the shirt of that, which is appropriate.
Decoration. You go away for a while.
Yeah,
you get stuff for yourself, buy it for his partner here, and just I can understand that, and I can understand.
Yeah,
I can understand getting something.
3 Mile Island is right next to the airport, actually.
Oh, and by the way, while we're talking to you, Chuck, we got some good news for you. We have sent it out to you. We got the stuff out. He finally sent them out to you.
We sent the street team goods.
Stuff out to you guys.
I don't know if you've got yours yet, Chuck. I did send you a pretty good mailer, but it was sent media mail, so I can take some time. So I don't know if you got it yet.
So I should be on the lookout for my street team stuff.
Right,
cool.
right. That's what I meant to tell you.
Cool. Oh no, I appreciate it, and this is a good time to remind everybody that that they can do that too, right? Because you have the Uncle the Podcast cards, and you're willing to send those to just about anybody who sends you an address.
Anybody calls in and needs some, the man sitting that cost for me. Yeah. Send them out to him.
I have sent out a few packages. So if you sent me an address, you should be getting it. If it doesn't get to you sometime next week, send me a message again. I'll have to resend something to you. And anybody else is interested, you want Uncle the Podcast business cards to hand out to people to promote the show.
Yeah,
just send me a
great.
mailing address and we'll send you those cards, and you're a member of Uncle the Street Team.
Yeah, and conversation starters. Think about this for a second. You want to approach somebody, you got a reason to approach them. Not necessarily saying it's got to be for dating purposes, but hey, why not for dating purposes? And you see them and you say, I got to figure out a way to start a conversation. You got your Uncle the Podcast cards in your pocket. You can walk up and say, I listen to this show and I think it's hilarious a lot of nights, and they do a lot of interesting stuff, and maybe we could listen to this show together. You know what I'm saying? You could do that. It's a conversation starter. It's a way to break the ice. Let's just say you want to make an introduction because you found a cool place to hang out, and you want to get to know, like say the guy or girl who runs it, and you go up to them and you say, hey, you know what? I like this place and everything, and I want to introduce you to something. Let me give you some information in case you never heard of it. Here's Uncle the Podcast, the cards, and you got to check it out. You can call in, you can interact, and hey, you got 10 minutes worth of conversation with somebody you never met before just because you have your street team ammunition in your pocket, locked and loaded. How's that?
Sounds good. Well,
I like that
good.
idea,
Honestly,
yeah.
he's pretty good.
So all you got to do is send me an email, franz@theageoftransitions.com. There's also contact information at unclethepodcast.com. Send us a Twitter message. Send us a message to our Instagram, any of that stuff.
Yeah.
So just send us a message and with a mailing address, and we'll send you those cards. You okay over there, Uncle?
Getting a little warm in here.
It is warm in here.
I was wondering if we could put a fan in this.
It might be the rubbing together of those tectonic plates creating some heat.
Oh.
I would,
Because I'm used to the the fan.
we don't have a fan in this closet. I'm surprised we don't. We have a fan in every other room.
I know. Just to get a little cooling.
Oh, and somebody put into the chat room, I'll address
Chat
this.
room. What do we got, chat room?
There's
people?
a Fertility, Pennsylvania,
Ooh.
also in Lancaster County. So you've got intercourse and fertility.
Intercourse there, too. Oh, boy. All right, chat people. Let's chat.
Yeah. Let's talk about intercourse, baby.
Hey, by the way, talking about that, they come back to your game?
Let's talk about you and me.
No, you and that guy. Well, the game.
Let's
We
talk
were gonna
about
play
all the
that-
good things,
The game we were playing.
all the bad things.
No. What about that guy in the chat room? Did he want to go back and forth with our sidekick here?
Back and forth. Wait a minute.
Yeah, now he's off. I got him off here now.
Wait, what?
So sidetracked.
Well, I've got intercourse on my mind.
I
Uncle.
got intercourse.
When that happens,
There's also I am informed. I'm informed there is also Blue Ball, Pennsylvania. There is also Bird.
Blue Knob. It's Blue Knob, Chuck.
Oh, well, this is what I was just informed of. I'm sorry. Let me get through the rest of these though. These are
Yeah,
funny.
Blue Knob, yes.
It says Blue Ball,
Blue Knob.
but okay.
Blue Ball.
Burnt Mills, Fertility, yes indeed. Mount Joy and Noodle Doozer.
Oh yeah, I know Mount Joy well.
Oh, Noodle
there's-
Doozy.
Joy.
Noodle Doozy.
Who's
Sorry.
Mount Joy? What are you doing on these
Mount
things
Joy
like
had
that?
a good skateboard park that my friends and I used to go to.
Oh, here we go.
Well, as long as you have her consent, I mean, it's okay.
Boy.
And don't forget
Dun-dun.
Beaver. Somebody put Beaver in the chat.
Beaver, Pennsylvania.
Beaver
yes,
the
yes.
singer.
That doesn't even sound strange to me. Of course,
Beaver
town
the
is named called
singer.
Beaver.
That's the young kids.
Oh yeah, Justin Bieber.
Justin Bieber.
Bieber.
Get with the
Oh.
program. I know him.
Oh, clearly the town.
Telephone.
Clearly,
Somebody's calling in.
The town in Pennsylvania was named after.
We got
Justin,
a call in. I hear a
Justin Bieber.
ding bell. Chuck, we got a call in?
No.
That
I
was
just heard a ding bell.
that was something on our computer, Uncle. It was easy.
What
to
was
get
that
confused.
noise? I'm hearing things in my ears.
I don't
Maybe
know.
it was
I'm
a
not
beaver.
hearing it.
I don't know. Beaver talking? What do you want, Beaver?
Yeah.
Speak.
And don't forget about Punxsutawney Phil the groundhog.
Will
Not
you
to be-
stop playing with your toy?
That's true.
Well,
That's true.
damn, look at this apple over here. I'm trying to talk, and he's on there yapping with the toy game here.
Well,
what are
you
you
know.
doing over there playing with the toy
Well,
game?
it's like I said,
It's
Uncle.
like
Once
those guys.
a man gets intercourse on his mind, and
Yes,
he tends-
then of course on his mind, and he's playing with his numbers and his fingers on this machine.
it's
I know what's going on over there on the sidekick.
it's a constant distraction.
I know it is.
I
I now understand.
And by the way,
Why,
According to Wikipedia, I got a correction from the data that I was handed. According to Wikipedia, there is a Blue Ball, Pennsylvania.
There is.
It is an unincorporated community and a census-designated place in East Earl Township, Lancaster County, Pennsylvania, near 40 degrees north and 76 degrees west. Blue Ball lies approximately 2 miles east-northeast of the town of New Holland, Pennsylvania.
Yeah,
okay.
Holland, yeah. Hey, your hometown. You guys got to check it out there, Sidekick. Well, what's your problem over there?
Half these people
going to go see his parents, and the kids, and they don't even know all these things. What's going on over there on his side of the of Pennsylvania?
It all happens
so fast.
It's all in Lancaster County. Half those places we mentioned are all in Lancaster County, which is funny because of the extreme conservative nature of the Amish, and they're surrounded by all this scandalous. All these scandalous towns, like it's a strange thing. I mean, fertility makes sense. The fertility of the land and the soil, and choosing your farm for a fertile area. But it also goes hand in hand with the intercourse town name.
Here we go with
fertility and intercourse. So I don't know.
And besides that, look, Uncle, you can't blame Aaron for getting distracted when he goes to Pennsylvania. He's in the presence of the sultry voice of Bill Franz. So.
I know. It's the intercourse. Got him on his mind tonight. That's the intercourse on his mind. It's the mind of intercourse.
It's not just that. It's where I'm from, Uncle.
And being around his dad, I understand, is a hypnotic experience.
That would take a lot. Say a lot. Yeah, well, I could see that happening.
I inherited my radio voice from my father.
You did?
Yeah, I guess
it had to be somebody. I was trying to figure out who myself.
Yeah, I guess I got it from Bill Franz, yeah. What do you know? And by the way, he was, I think he was in Harrisburg, but he was right in the area in, was it 79 when TMI had their near meltdown? He was like right there. So they had to, I forget, he's got some story about that. We'll have to ask him on air about TMI next time.
Yeah. Well, if you want to, if he's up, give him a call. Call in.
Well, there's not too much more time to call in because between earthquakes in Pennsylvania and sword shops and street cream, that's funny. Street team recruitment. That'll be the next town name. It'll be just outside of Jersey. Street cream.
I've never heard of that.
Street team recruitment for Uncle the Broadcast. Fact is that you guys are actually down to 6 minutes remaining.
Gosh.
Where is your buddies at work? Where's
Virgil?
Hojo and what's his name?
Seth the Poet.
Seth the Poet. I really want to talk
to him.
Don't
follow him. Follow him. That's one of his. I think it's a hashtag. It's actually don't follow me, follow him. But when I talk about that's Seth saying it. So it works when Seth says it about himself. He says don't follow me, follow him. That's his hashtag, and him meaning God. But when I talk about Seth, I put it and I change it saying don't follow him, being Seth, follow him, being God. So don't follow him, follow him.
Yeah, I understand that.
You following that?
Yeah, I know what it means. Yeah, I was just
don't follow it.
Hey, why are they asking in the chat room what Uncle thinks of Justin Bieber versus Tom Cruise? What is that all about?
Oh, I want to see them two get together.
Bieber versus Tom. Oh, you know what? I've heard that there's supposed to be. People keep mentioning this on social media. I don't know what it is. I think they're going to get in a fight.
Who?
Tom Cruise and Justin Bieber.
They're in a fight?
I heard.
When's it going to start?
I don't know.
What is going on in this? People.
I have to look into it because
you better start looking into it, Sidekick.
Pitch that idea.
Going on in that box of yours.
Pitch that idea to Sylvester Stallone. He can reboot The Contender.
Oh, here we go. Okay, I got a news article. Here's a headline from CNN Entertainment. Justin Bieber has challenged Tom Cruise to a fight, and we are so confused. This is from June 11th, 2019. CNN. Justin Bieber has tweeted that he wants to fight Tom Cruise for some unknown reason.
What reason?
Yes, that Justin Bieber and that Tom Cruise. The singer tweeted the challenge on Sunday. There's immediate head scratching from those who saw it. And here's the tweet. Justin Bieber said, "I want to challenge Tom Cruise to fight in the octagon. Tom, if you don't take this fight, you're scared and you will never live it down. Who is willing to put on the fight? At Dana White." So there you go.
Oh, Dana White, the spin girl.
I'm not quite
That's
sure
who it is, the spin girl.
Okay.
That's the one with on 7 o'clock, the spin girl.
Okay, fine. The 60 minutes?
I know what they're fighting at now. I know what they're fighting for now. I know what it is. And then she said that. I know what they're fighting for.
I offer my services to take on the winner. Just want you guys to know I would love to do that. A lot more than even the battle with Seth. But meanwhile, guys, 3 minutes remaining to Uncle the Broadcast.
Okay, we better round this out then, Uncle. Any shout-outs we need to give here?
Yes, to the one I talked to this morning, today, just now, the shop boy, the
Pure Blades.
Pure Blades. I got them. I'm shouting out to you guys.
Follow them.
I'm following you guys. And
do follow them.
Do follow them, and do like to be soon enough to be on their area soon when I can get a live from them.
Yes, we'll be back in there soon.
Move back in there because that's about it. And all of the other people.
All those people. I'll give a shout out to usgs.gov, following all the geological movements and tracking them and giving us the data that we need.
I never knew that it would end in a shock experience.
An interesting, useful, and non-violent portion of the U.S. government. So let's celebrate it.
USA.
United States Geological
Service. I know where you're at.
Yeah.
What? How many years?
I don't know. I don't know how long they've been doing that, but hey, job well done over there, USGS folks.
Yeah,
but anyway, this is the end of the show for all intents and purposes.
End of the show. Hope you are listening.
This was a historic broadcast.
Broadcast for tonight.
We felt an earthquake.
Felt an earthquake, and we took most of the time of talking about the earthquake.
We hope you all felt it with us.
Hope you felt it.
If it was only through radio talking.
Maybe that's why these guys couldn't call. Maybe they got too much shook up on the earthquake.
It's intimidating.
That's possible.
They were making sure that they got their Ted Anderson kit in order.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Ted Anderson.
I already beat him.
I am so proud of my slip of the tongue. There is now a handle in the chat room, Street Cream. Welcome to the chat. Thank you.
Cream. Nice. I think we should make that a new one. Hey, we should make that a new one.
Oh, nice.
Got me something to think about now.
Glad to have you as a listener, Street Cream.
Yeah, Street Cream.
We look forward to you calling in the future. But yes, we're Uncle the Podcast, UncleThePodcast.com. We're on Twitter. We're on Instagram. Follow us. Send us messages on those platforms. Send me an email, franz@theageoftransitions.com if you want to be part of Uncle the Street Team. And we'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.